Welcome back to another episode of modernboardroomsupplies.com. I'm Carl, and today we're going to be talking about how to stay awake at work after no sleep. So, I have a lot of experience of going to work on very, very little sleep. So, I feel qualified to answer this question. Basically, what I did, I don't really have a sleeping problem anymore. I kind of just sleep however long I want. But before, when I was kind of grinding and trying to get through, college, for example, I had a job while I was going to college. And so I had a job where I would work very early in the morning. And what I remember was running to work. Don't ask me why I was running, but basically I would stay up late because I was either, working on some kind of business of my own, right? Because I did a lot of blogging. I still do a lot of blogging and internet marketing and stuff like that. So I was building my website. I was trying to build a blog, trying to make money. I was doing lots of different things like Uber and Amazon, you name it. I was learning how to invest. So I was tired, and then when I woke up the next day, I had to work. In addition, on top of all this, I was studying, right? I was studying for exams, so I was juggling, right? About 3 or more things at the same time. So I do have experience with this. And what I can say is that when the morning comes and you're super exhausted and you're thinking to yourself, is this worth it, right? How do you stay awake that next day? What is it? I like to look as far as I can into what my motive is for even going to work that day. Because if you can't stay awake during work, you might have a problem. And when you're at work, you need to be engaged. You can't just be slouched and tired and stuff like that, because it just tells me that you're not present, that you're not willing, that you're not involved. Because if you're at work sleeping, there's something wrong, right? Because if you're out in work, you need to be working. And I know it sounds super easy to say, but it's true. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you're probably not in the right job if you're sleeping at work. So before I go into left field, I just want to say that if you are at work and you are sleeping, some of the best things you can do at that time is drink coffee or maybe drink soda, but be careful, because if it's a long day, you might have a crash. So in order to handle this, you need to talk to people at work. You need to get involved, motivated. You need to stay engaged. You need to talk with people. And please, if you're in a boardroom meeting, don't fall asleep, because that is super important that you don't do that. Reason being is if you're sleeping at work, it tells me that you're not involved, that you don't have skin in the game. Because if you had skin in the game, you wouldn't be sleeping in the first place. You can't be sleeping. So for the next time, what I would suggest is figure out why you are sleeping in the first place. Is it because you're working hard, like I was when I was trying to get through college? Is it, if that's the case, wake up and, or actually you probably didn't even go to bed. You probably just went right to work. So what I would do is listen to some motivational videos. If you're anything like me, I love watching motivational videos. It keeps me super pumped. It just reminds me that I can do anything I put my mind to. So as you can see, I get myself psyched up. So this is obviously after the matter, but when you're at work, you gotta do what you gotta do to get through the day. And if you're sleeping, again, I've been there. I used to sleep on the job, I'll admit it, but it just means that I'm not at the right place. It's not where I need to be. And you got to question your life if you're falling asleep at work. I know that's probably what you didn't want to hear, but I'm just telling you that you gotta realize that when you have skin in the game, like I was saying earlier, you're going to have a lot more at stake, right? The risk is a lot higher, and you can't afford to fail, so you got to stay awake. And that just kind of shines some light down. But while you're there, yeah, you could drink coffee. Not everybody drinks coffee, so if you can't do that, maybe it's soda. Not everybody drinks soda. What I will say is don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol. Don't do anything like that. I would not even smoke cigarettes. I would just try to hang in there. You got to get yourself pumped. That's kind of like the bottom thing that the bottom line that I'm trying to like drive home here is that you got to find it within. You can't just go through the day with no motivation, with a reason. When people are falling asleep at work, it just says so much. Was it not worth it? Did you not have enough preparation before you came to work to feel engaged and stuff like that? Because take this for example. If you knew tomorrow was the job that you're gonna get, that was gonna pay like $100,000 a year. That was the job, right? Would you show up late and sleep during the interview? No, that's like what I'm trying to drive home here again is when you're sleeping at work. I know a lot of younger folks, and I know some older folks do as well. But after a while, you just learn to get through the day. Some of us have a lot more physically demanding jobs, and that's even harder. So you really got to plan ahead of time. You can't be partying and staying out late trying to get back to work the next day. It just doesn't work like that. So you got to stay smart. Plan your days a little bit better. Kind of try to save the drinking and stuff like that for the weekend, because that's going to help you out in the long run. You don't want to show up smelling like alcohol. Make sure you take a shower before you come to work. Simple things that we all should understand, that we should know better, that sort of thing, because you want to project the best image that you can possible. All right, that's my spiel. I hope you found some value in this. Again, this episode was about how to stay awake at work on no sleep. So catch us on the next podcast episode, and head on over to modernboardroomsupplies.com and see our huge catalog of products for your boardroom and for yourself. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.